Hello, YouTube friends. I love D&D, and I have, made a character or two, rolled the dice, and found out my stats for my character. However, I want to know what my real life Dungeons and Dragons stats would look like. Luckily, I found a website. Come on. KevinHaw.com is a website that a friend recently sent me and said, hey, look at my awesome stats. I was like, what is this? And it is a test to tell you what your stats are. However, I'm going to take it a step further. Today, I will not only be answering these questions, but I will be testing myself to make sure I'm giving the most accurate answers that I can give. What does that mean? Stay tuned and find out. First off, select from the choices below the amount that you can lift, either military press or bench press. Okay, wasn't expecting this right away. Let's head to the gym. So here we are, and we're starting with the bench press. Let's see how much I can one rep bench. Okay. Alright, so this puts us at 190, which is between 173 and 210. So this gives us 173 if we make this rep. So let's do this. Nope, I don't got it. So I don't have the 173. What do I have? What's below that? 135, okay. All right, if I say I don't have it, you come rescue me. All right, 135, let's try this one. Nope. Thank you. Well, dang. I used to do this. I really gotta get back in the gym. 135, so that brings us down to 85. 85, okay. Well, and I was doing 90 earlier, so I know I got the 85. So let's say we got 85. Okay. Part 2, question 2 here for the strength. Answer the questions below. Can you do at least 5 push-ups or otherwise lift your weight 5 times using only your upper body? And then the second one is, can you do at least 20 push-ups or lift your weight 20 times using your upper body? Back to the gym. All right, so obviously benching was not as successful as it was when I was younger. That was a bit of a shock to me, but we are on to push-ups now. So I just need to do push-ups and see how many I can do. Let's do them. Ready? Yeah. Dang it. All right, that was 16. Didn't quite make it to 20, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's get back to the house. Can you climb a rope hand over hand at least twice your height? All right, I don't know where I can get to a rope, and I also know that there's no way I can do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and click no on this. Can you do at least 5 palm facing outwards pull-ups? We're gonna have to go to the park for this one. All right, as we already know, upper body strength is not my forte. However, this question was asked, so we're gonna see how many palm forward pull-ups I can do. Let's go. Ugh, that's a big fat 0. Do you perform any sort of strength exercise more than twice a week? I'm a CNA/QMA. It takes a lot of strength to do this. I'm going to go ahead and say yes on this one. That's a yes. Can you do 10 deep knee bends? I could do that here, but we might as well go back to the gym. We're back and we're doing deep knee bends. I believe that's where you have your arms out forward and you just go all the way down back up. Let's see how many of those I can pull off. Here we go. I'm stopping at 20. I'm pretty sure that's the maximum I needed to get. But as I said, when I was pushing the car for charity, I could do legs all day. My upper body strength is where I have trouble. So we're gonna say I got 20. Have you ever performed a feat of strength to show off to your friend? Like a broken board karate style, done a handstand for a minute or more? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and answer yes, only because personally, I feel like pushing a car for St. Jude is a show-offy feat of strength. I'm clicking yes for that one. Have you ever performed a feat of strength that would be notable by the media, like a record or something? I gotta say no to this one. I gotta say no. Definitely have not done that. Can you kick a soccer ball 100 yards or meters? Let's go see if I can kick a ball. All right, so here we are kicking a soccer ball. Now I know this isn't a full-size soccer ball. In fact, it's my dog's toy, okay? But it's also got all these flaps, which is going to be air resistance. It's going to be resistance on the ground. So I think this counts, okay? I think it balances out. Get off my back, okay? Another thing, we don't have specific measurements, okay, so we are approximating. We have this football field over here. Yeah, that football field, which a football field is like 120 something yards, so we're going to say if I get 3/4 the way, I've done about 100 yards, and we're going to count it as a yes. Another thing, that gate, it's locked, so we won't actually be able to get on the field. Instead, we'll be getting beside the field on this side of the gate. I'll be kicking the ball and we will determine whether or not I was successful. So let's go. All right, Novalee, my sweet puppy dog. This one's for you, my baby. Let's do this. Oh. I'm gonna say that's a no. Have you ever received a salary, scholarship, or item of value, like a prize, greater than a week's salary, for your athletic prowess? Definitely not. Or would it be difficult or awkward for you to lift a 20-pound object from the floor level up to your chest and then place it on a shelf above your head? Back to the gym. This next one, I'm supposed to take a 20-pound object from the floor, bring it to my chest, and put it on a shelf above my head. I don't see a shelf in here. That's above my head. So we're just gonna lift it above my head. And if I could do that, then I could put it on a shelf above my head, right? Yeah. So let's do this. I got my 20-pound weight here. I got this. I mean, I can do it. That's easy. That's perfectly easy. I say this one's a pass. We're on to the intelligence portion of this quiz. Strength, we'll get our results here in a bit, but intelligence. So here it says, what degree have you earned? But another option is to test my IQ and see what IQ I have. I have found a free IQ test online, and we are going to take that right now. IQ test. My age range, 18 to 50. Start the test. I don't need no hints. And I have 25 minutes to complete this test. Okay, so, okay, that's easy. All right, so, Here we go. I quit early because none of it was making sense, and I was just throwing answers to the wind. And I didn't know if that would make my score look worse than it. I don't know. But this does say that this doesn't accurately reflect your IQ, that this is for entertainment. But we're going with it. My IQ was measured at 115, which says is slightly higher than average on here. So let's plug in 115 here, right there. Undergraduate or apprenticeship. All right. Are you literate? Are you literate in at least one language? Hint if you're reading this. So you are reading this. So you are. I'm barely reading this, but yes, I am. Okay. Are you conversant in at least 2 natural, not computer languages? No, I'm not. Unfortunately. Are you literate in at least 2 natural languages? Oh, no, I'm not. Are you conversant in 3 or more? No. Are you literate in 3 or more? No, I'm not. Are you able to operate most mechanical or computer devices without asking for help once you've read the instructions? Yes, if I have instructions, I can do it. Can I do it without asking for help or reading the instructions? No, I can't just naturally walk up to something and know how it works. Can you add 2 3-digit numbers in your head? Which, by the way, I have Captain Calm with me. Look, give me 2 3-digit numbers.
222 and 317.
All right, 222 and 317. So that's 9. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2, 3 is 5. So 539. Yeah? 539? 539? I'm going to say it's correct. Yes, I can. Are you considered an expert at a puzzle game like chess, bridge, or Sudoku? I am really good at Sudoku. I love Sudoku. I'm saying yes for this. Do you have a reputation amongst your friends for being smart or clever? No, I'm more of the funny one in my friend group, I think. Even though Jessica wouldn't say so. When watching a movie or reading a book, are you often able to guess how it will end? Oh yes, easily. Did you notice the misspelling of the word friends several questions ago? What? F-R-E-I and... No, I didn't notice that. When entering a new store or library, do you often need to ask for help to find items? No. Have you been confused by the instructions for any part of this quiz? No. At work or school, do you often need instructions or tasks to be repeated to you more than once? Yeah, only because ADHD brain. All right. Dexterity. Let's go. Do you often stub your toes or trip while walking? Okay, so at work, I'm like tired all the time, and all the time I'll be walking and all of a sudden like I don't pick my foot up enough or something, and I'm constantly tripping myself. Yes, I do that. Do you find it hard to catch an object, such as a ball, thrown at you? All right, so this next one, a ball has to be thrown at me. See if I can catch it. This all depends on Captain Calm's throwing skills. He's behind the camera, as you guys know. So let's see if he can throw it at me and I can catch it. Let's go.
You ready, baby blue?
I'm ready.
1, 2, race, 4, 5.
That's a yes. Do you find it hard to catch an object, such as a ball, thrown or hit in your general direction, but not aimed for you to catch? Captain Calm, we got to throw another ball. We're back here yet again. This time, Captain Calm has to throw the ball like over here somewhere, and I need to be able to catch it in time. So it's not being thrown at me, it's being thrown to my side. So Captain Calm, you throw, and I will see if I can catch it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Boom. Caught it. Was it thrown at me? That's a yes. I'm taking that one. Let's get it. Are you not able to dance ably even when shown how? I was in swing choir, so yes, I can be shown how to dance. Do you have a reputation for being clumsy, left-footed, or unlucky? No, I wouldn't say that I do. Do you break, spill, or fumble at least one object through clumsiness at least once every 3 months? No, I wouldn't say that I do. Do you play any of the following games or have any of the following hobbies? Baseball, basketball, skiing, soccer, curling, figure skating, rollerblading, roller skating? No, I don't. Do you play or practice any of the following? Hunting, archery, skeet shooting, or video games? I do play video games. Award this last only if you are good at it enough to win most of the games you own, plus any other that you've heard of. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm good at that. Do you practice any of the following? Acrobatics, gymnastics, martial arts. I studied for 3 days doing mantis kung fu. No, I don't think that counts. Can you juggle? No. Can you juggle 4 balls? No. 5 balls? No. Can you drive a car? Well, you've seen that I've driven a car already in this video, yeah. Can you navigate in a crowd, like shopping, without slowing down? No, I'm way too respectful. Like, if people are in front of me, I don't try to, like, scoot past them or anything. I'm gonna say no to that. Can you perform sleight of hand tricks, including the shell game, simple magic tricks, making coins dance on your hands, making small objects disappear up your sleeve, etc.? So I got into card magic a little while ago, and I know some simple tricks, some sleight of hand. I've fooled some people. I'm going to say yes to that. Do you have a reputation for being dexterous, a sure shot, I can't speak, a sure shot, graceful, smooth, agile, or something related to dexterity not already covered? I'm going to say no. I'm not. No one's been like, hey, this guy's a sharp shoot. Okay. Constitution. That's the next one we have here. Do you get sick at least once every 3 months? I would say no. I stay pretty healthy. Do you get sick at least once a year? I would say yes to that. At least once a year. Have you required an operation, tonsils removed, cancer, stomach pumped, etc.? I needed to get my tonsils removed when I was like 5, so there's that. Are you very sensitive to pain? No. When getting my tattoo on my chest, Roger, my tattoo artist, was like, hey man, you doing okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine, thinking about taking a nap. And he was very concerned because he was working on my collarbone, and he said that I should be in very much pain. But I was fine. So I'm going to say I am not sensitive to pain. Do you have a glass jaw? You don't stand up in a fight long. You know, I've never really been in a fight, but I don't think that, like, I'd be knocked out too easily. In fact, when I was a kid, my younger brother did punch me really, really well, and I stumbled back, but I didn't pass out. I stayed standing. So I'm going to say, no, I don't have a glass jaw. Do you have any allergies? Oh, yes. Are you easily winded, out of breath, like after climbing 2 flights of stairs or similar exertion? No. Do you quickly and easily become drunk? Yes. Have you ever suffered from food or alcohol poisoning? No, not that I know. Can you jog or swim for more than 15 minutes without stopping? Can you race at a full speed for more than 5 minutes on foot? Back to the gym. I have to jog for 15 minutes without slowing down on this thing. I think I could do it, but let's test it out. Let's go. All right, here's the thing. If I really pushed myself, yeah, I probably could do this, but I really don't want to. So, I would say that's a no for the jog. I didn't even make it 5 minutes with the jog. There's no way I could make it 5 minutes with the sprint. So we'll go ahead and go to the future and call that next too. Have you ever run a marathon successfully? No, I have not. Can you swim across the Great Lakes or perform? No, I'm just gonna say no to that. Do you have absolutely perfect health, excluding injuries? Have you never gotten sick your entire life? No, I've definitely been sick. Can you imbibe? That might be a typo, I don't know, but it says imbibe. I-M-B-I-B-E. Huge amounts of alcohol or food without suffering unduly from it. Like no hangover or stomach ache. The alcohol, no. But I can eat a lot of food and be okay. I don't do it a lot, but I can do it. So I'm gonna say, yes, I'm good there. Moving on to wisdom. In the past 5 years, have you received a speeding ticket or other legal infraction for doing something you knew at the time you shouldn't do? So do you guys remember the video we just posted last week where we were at Glenbrook Mall? I actually, before we arrived at the mall, got pulled over and received a ticket because my license plates were expired. They're not expired anymore, but yes. In the last month, have you made an impulse purchase at the store or online that you later regretted? No. Do you find it difficult to stick to a diet, regimen, or schedule? Do you find it difficult to budget your time and or money successfully? I'm going to say yes, only because of the diet part is in there. And regimen. I'm very bad at keeping that. I budget money okay, pretty well I think. Budgeting time is hard too. So I'm going to say yes, that's hard. Do you often buy things from salespeople even though you don't need the product simply because you have a hard time saying no? Absolutely not. I used to be a door-to-door salesman and I know all the tricks. So no. Do you gamble often? No. Do you get involved in flame wars? No, not really. Do you get lost often? No. Do you have a photographic memory? No, I do not. Are you able to criticize yourself all the time? Are you able to listen to others? Yes, very much so. Can you hold your temper under fire? So, I do not get angered very easily. However, when someone is really pressing my buttons, it is hard for me to keep a cool head. And unfortunately, no, I cannot hold my temper under fire. Do you have a reputation for good, wholesome common sense? I would think so. Do you listen to your gut reactions? Yes. Do your guesses usually prove to be right? I would say probably more often than not.
I would argue with that because in the video, if you guys watched it, he didn't go with his gut reaction when doing the score for one of the foods.
I don't recall that because I think I did go with my gut reaction.
Your gut told you to do a 2, but then you went with a 3.
I went with a 3 only because... go back and watch that episode. I went with a 3 only because I knew what it could be. 2 was too low, and that was only because of the temperature that I wanted to give it a 2. So it was my full gut reaction. And besides, even if it wasn't, one instance does not prove this question wrong. So I would say I normally listen to my gut reaction. Do your guesses prove to be right? Yes, usually. Do you have a long-term financial plan for 10 years or more in the future? Do you have a long-term financial plan for 10 years or more in the future? No, I do not, unfortunately. Charisma. This is the last portion. Do you have fewer than 3 people that you can confide in? No. I can confide in a bunch of people. Do you have fewer than 5 close friends? No. I'd say I'd have more than that. Are you frequently turned down when you ask somebody out? Well, I rarely ask someone out, especially now that I'm engaged. But back in the day, I would say more often than not when I was confident enough to ask someone out, they would say yes. I've only been rejected by a few people out of the many I would ask back in the day. So I'm going to say no to that. Do you have a reputation for being annoying, disruptive, antisocial, weird, or repulsive? When I was a kid, when I was younger, I would definitely say yes to this. But now that I'm an adult, I would say no. I'd say I've mellowed out. Do you have friends of both sexes? Yes, I do. Have you ever had an argument with someone and convinced them to see your point of view? I believe that's happened before, yes. Have you ever convinced someone of something even though they know it to be wrong logically? No, because I wouldn't even try to believe something if it's wrong logically. Do people often confide in you? Yes, all the time. Do people ask for your advice? Yes. Will people who have never heard of you obey your commands, follow your advice, or listen to your opinion? They might listen to my opinions, but obey your commands, I kind of hate that. I'm going to go no just on that alone. Have 2 or more people ever fought over your attention/company before in your presence? Not that I'm aware of. It could have happened and I didn't know, but because I wasn't aware of it, I'm going to say no. Regardless of your choice of social life and your personal feelings towards such attention, are you often asked out, hit on by, invited to attend social functions by other people? No, not really. Do you have a reputation for being slick, charming, or dear? I've never... I would say yes, especially when I'm single. Yes. Are you considered to be attractive by members of the opposite sex? I would think so. I'd like to think so. I don't do a very good job at like liking myself a lot of the time, but you know, I have had relationships and you know, they found me attractive. What are you doing?
Huh?
I'm shooting a video here. Are you considered to be attractive by members of the same sex? I don't know. Not that I've ever been told. I'm just going to go with no. All right. We are going to click to see my stats. But first, I would like to take the time to thank my 3rd and 4th degree Patreon patrons. I always screw that word up. You can see their names right here. And if you would like to add your name to this list of people, you can go into the description and check out my Patreon. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. And you know, if you want to support the show but don't want to add your name to this list, there are 1st and 2nd degree memberships as well that are a little cheaper. So thank you guys again for supporting the show. We cannot do this without you. Now let's go see those results. All right. Again, thanks to our patrons, but we are here for the results now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. We came to a realization when putting in everything at the gym. I thought I did the 90-pound bench press. I did not. It turns out that I only did the bar, so I slightly am fudging this. So I'm slightly fudging this because I know I can bench 83 pounds at least. I'm not going to say I can do 135. We proved that I couldn't do that. But I know I could do 83. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I could do 83. I definitely could do 38 and 15. Okay, we didn't even test those. There's no way I couldn't do those. I'm going to say I can do 83. That's only the 3rd step. That's not going to give me very many points. Okay, so just give me this one. Give me this one. I know my strength's not going to be high. Just give me this one. Okay. Okay, so generating my results. I have, my stats are strength, I have an 8. Intelligence, I have a 13. Wisdom, I have a 13. Dexterity, I have an 11. Constitution, I have a 9. Charisma, I have a 13. Now, I do love D&D, and I have played a couple times. However, I know this isn't a great character sheet. I don't know if it's about average or if it's below average. I would guess it's probably below average. But those are my real life D&D stats. If you would like to see Captain Calm's, if you'd like to see Reverb's or anyone else's on the show, please let us know in the comments and they can try this in a future video. But there we have it, my D&Ds. Thank you so much for the commenting and subscribing and all the YouTube stuff. You know how these things end. Until next time, good night, my sweet baby angels. I'll see you in the future.